welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review of the Pureology Hydrate range. These are brand new bottles. I have ones already in the shower, so these are like my backups, but that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we jump into that, if you guys are new to my channel, hi, my name is Jess and I make hair health videos and reviews. So if you are new, please don't forget to click that subscribe button, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I post videos on Tuesdays and Sundays. So let's jump straight into the review. I have some before and after footage you guys would have seen at the very beginning of this. And this is my second time trying to film it because I got interrupted. So let's jump straight into it. I have my notes, I have my bottles here. Let's talk about it. So let's go with the Hydrate. Let's talk about the Hydrate shampoo first. So if you guys don't know, Pureology is a salon branded shampoo conditioner line. I also used their leave-in spray, but today is just going to be a shampoo and conditioner review. So Pureology Seriously Hair Color, and this is Hydrate. Hydrate comes in the purple packaging and it is for dry color treated hair. My hair is not really color treated. I have blonde sort of in the bottom, but I have been using this shampoo and conditioner for a really long time. I'm gonna say close to 2 years now. And I was color treated. My hair was color treated when I started using it. I have a picture I can insert here. I did have blonde hair for a while, and I used this throughout all of that. So I've been using it for a really long time, so that's a bit of a spoiler alert. Let's talk about their claims. So quench and cleanse hair with Hydrate shampoo. Concentrated zero sulfate formula features the exclusive anti-fade complex. That's really all it says. Doesn't really have a whole lot of other information, but it is 100% vegan with zero sulfates, and as it says, the anti-fade complex. So I actually have a bunch of notes on some of the ingredients in this. The first thing to note is that the colour of the shampoo is actually a very light purple colour. So I think if you did have blonde hair, it probably could help to tone a tiny bit. It is a very light colour. It's pretty much the same colour as the bottle actually. And it does, both the shampoo and conditioner have a very minty scent. So that's something to be aware of. So it promises to be creamiest and luxurious shampoo that deeply hydrates normal thick hair that is color treated. I know that Pureology have also brought out another Hydrate, part of the Hydrate range, which is for like finer hair. However, I don't think that this is that thick. I'll talk about the consistency at the end, but I don't think that you need to buy the other one if you've got fine hair. I have pretty normal hair. My hair's not super thick. I don't find that it's overly heavy. So yeah. Anyway, the first thing I want to mention is that the first 4 ingredients after water are all sulfate type ingredients. They are not sulfates because it is a sulfate free shampoo, but they are all gentle, non-irritating, mild foaming and cleansing agents. I'll put a list on the screen right here of what they actually are because me trying to pronounce them is just not going to go well. But like I said, they're all non-irritating and non-drying, but they are cleansing ingredients. So if you have someone who struggles with an oily scalp and you don't like using sulfate-free products, these will do the job for you. This makes your hair feel incredibly clean to the point of almost being a little bit dry, but don't worry, the conditioner fixes that. Moving on, the next ingredient is glycol distitherate. I'm butchering all of these. But that is an emollient agent, and it also is a pairing agent, and basically it works to make sure that the oils and the water in the shampoo don't separate and that they work well together. It also has glycerin 26, and that is a moisturizer, humectant and emollient. Glycerin is a holy grail moisturizing product because not only is it a moisturizer, but it is a humectant, which means that it absorbs and traps all of those moisture particles into the hair strand, meaning that your hair will stay hydrated for longer, and it also takes all that liquid around and sort of like sucks it in. It also has citric acid, which is an exfoliant, which makes sense for a shampoo. It's obviously going to exfoliate the scalp very gently, helps to lift all those dead skin cells. So if you're someone who only washes your hair maybe once or twice a week, this will be fantastic for that. But it's also not too heavy. It does have dimethicone in it, which I've never really understood why they put a silicone in shampoo. But this particular silicone is one of the better ones. It is from an amino acid type group, and it does help to form a film over the hair to help any of those conditioning benefits sort of like stay trapped in the hair. It also has propylene glycol, and that is another type of moisturizing humectant, while also betaline glycol, which is a solvent to help all these other products absorb faster into the hair, so you're not having to leave it on your hair shaft for a really long period of time. And then it also just has glycerin itself, not glycerin 26, glycerith 26 I should say, which, like I said, is a superstar product and is a moisturizing product that will sort of help the hair stay hydrated. I will sort of point it out that this does have fragrance in it. From what I can tell, all of Pureology's products have fragrance in it. These ones in particular smell like peppermint, both the shampoo and conditioner. It is a very strong peppermint scent, and if you are sensitive to fragrance, this might not be a shampoo and conditioner for you if this is something that's going to bother you. It does not bother me, but it could if you are very, very sensitive, because that scent is very, very strong. It's meant to help with the tingling of the scalp, and it's meant to help with like invigorating and stimulating the scalp, and I can see how that would work with all the peppermint and the mint, but it is quite high in fragrances, so be wary of that. It also has tocopherol. This is an ingredient I've talked about before. It has vitamin A, and it has antioxidants, vitamin C and vitamin E, all really good for the health of your hair and scalp. It has salicylic acid, which is awesome for those of you who do have a slightly sensitive scalp, because it will help to kill any bacteria that is living on your scalp by any means, and help to soothe and exfoliate it. If you have acne prone skin, for example, you would probably know what salicylic acid is, and this is the same sort of idea for your scalp. And it also has benzophenone, which is a sunscreen, so if you're looking for some SPF in your shampoo and conditioner, this has that built in, just in case you're wondering. It also has quite a few different types of proteins. So it's got soy protein, wheat amino acid protein, and vegetable proteins. Those are all going to help to build and strengthen your hair. This is a hydrating shampoo, not a strengthening shampoo. But having those ingredients in there is not going to be bad for you, especially if you are protein sensitive. It's nice to have these in a small dose in there, so you're still getting some protein, but it is majoritively hydrating, so it's not going to give you that overload. It also has sunflower seed oil, which is an emollient, helps to lather, move the shampoo around your hair. It has ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C and E, which helps to boost cell renewal, which is obviously very important for healthy hair and scalp. Camellia leaf extract, which is another very superstar ingredient, which is antioxidants, green tea, UV protection, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, anti-carcinogenic, and anti-aging. Like I said, a bit of a superstar product, does a little bit of everything, helps to moisturize, helps to hydrate, and has a whole bunch of benefits for your scalp. It also has aloe leaf extract, and aloe leaf, if you guys don't know, aloe vera is very, very moisturizing and very, very hydrating. It also has a lot of anti-inflammatory benefits. Like if you burn yourself, often you use aloe vera on burns, and this sort of helps to soothe your scalp and hair, but also moisturize it. It is good to note that they do have preservatives in the Pureology shampoos and conditioners. This is not 100% organic by any means, but a lot of the ingredients are quite good for you. Obviously, there are probably a couple ingredients in there that aren't the best. Like I said, fragrance is one of them, and it does have those sulfate type ingredients that are not plant-based, but they are vegan, and I don't find that they're particularly drying. Let's talk about the shampoo texture and things as well by itself. The shampoo itself, like I said, is a purple color. It is a fairly runny shampoo. Like if I hold my hand up, it will run down my hand. It is very easy to suds, I guess. It is very clarifying, I find. I usually shampoo twice. I use a small amount both times just to sort of clean the initial layer off my hair and then make sure that I get anything excess off. I only wash my hair twice a week, and so I find that that works for me. If you wash your hair daily, which is not recommended, but if you do, you would only need to use this once. I do find that it can be a little bit drying on my hair, but like I said earlier, I have sort of medium textured hair. It's not super fine. If you have fine hair, this will probably be better for you. It's not going to weigh it down. It's not going to overly moisturize. It doesn't leave my hair necessarily tangled, but like I said, it does leave it a little bit dry. Overall, I do really love the shampoo. It has a very strong mint scent, like I spoke about earlier, but I think that it is really, really great shampoo, especially for my textured hair, or even if you have finer texture. I will say if you've got a thicker textured hair than me, like very thick hair, then this could be a little drying, but the conditioner does make up for that, which I'll talk about in just a second. So it is sort of like worth testing out. Moving on to the conditioner itself, obviously the first ingredient, as per usual, is water. Let's talk about some of those claims. So the conditioning bottle, it looks exactly the same as the shampoo. It is in the purple bottle, and it just contains add moisture and shine with the hydrate conditioner. Same with the anti-fade complex, blah, 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 blah. As per usual, the first ingredient is water, very common in most shampoos and conditioners. The next one is cetyl alcohol, which I have mentioned in previous videos, but this is a fatty alcohol, so it is non-drying and non-irritating. It acts as an emollient and a stabilizer, so that any oils and water in the shampoo, in the conditioner, will not separate and cause issues, so that they can work together. And it's not irritating and not drying, like I said. It also has amidimethicone, which I talked about a little bit in the shampoo, but it is a silicone, but it is one of the nicer silicones, and it will help sort of like coat and film your hair for longer lasting shine and conditioning. It also has cetyl esters, which act as emollients as well. The conditioner is a lot more minty than the shampoo, I will say that. It is a white colour. It is thicker than the shampoo by plenty means, but it is definitely not overly thick. Like for example, my Kevin Murphy one I've done a review on, I can leave that linked up here. And my Shea Moisture one I've done a review on, again, leave it linked up here. They are very thick conditioners, like super thick. This is not that thick. Which is why I was mentioning earlier that if you have finer hair, as long as you don't go overboard on the conditioner, I don't think that this will weigh your hair down. I don't think it's necessary to buy the Hydrate conditioner for the sort of finer hair range. If you already own this one, I don't think that it's necessary to have it. This, it does, like I said, because it is very minty, it does contain mentha aravicis leaf oil, which is basically mint oil from the leaf of horse mint. It has cooling, refreshing leaf feel. It does sort of give fragrance because of the mint, but it also can be an irritant. So please be wary if you do have a super sensitive scalp. This ingredient can be very, very irritating. I don't find that it irritates my scalp, but it does make it tingle, and it does leave a strong minty scent. So if that's irritating to you, either in smell wise or in sensitivity wise, this is something to be wary of, because it does have that ingredient, and it does give it that tingly feeling. Mint is quite good for stimulating the scalp, but if you're sensitive to it, then it's obviously not going to be very helpful to you. It also has sunflower seed oil that we spoke about earlier, soybean oil, which is a fatty acid. Soybean oil acts as barrier repairing and nourishing the hair strand while also giving it anti-inflammatory products. It's got that tocopherol again that has that vitamin C and E we spoke about a little bit earlier. This one also has panthenol, which has vitamin B5, which helps to soothe and moisturize, and it also has humectant products, so again helping to absorb all that moisture into the hair shaft. It also has shea butter, which is a superstar product on itself. Very, very, very moisturizing. Has lots of vitamins A, E, and F, and antioxidant properties. Shea butter is often quite a heavy product, but in this conditioner, I don't find that way. I think it is a smaller enough amount that is not going to be weighing your hair down or overbearing. It also has cetrimonium chloride, which acts as antimicrobial and antibacterial product. We don't want bacteria building up on our hair, obviously. It also is butylene glycol menthol. Again, something else that is going to give it that minty scent, which I think is why the conditioner smells so incredibly minty. But it does act as a moisturizer, humectant. It does soothe and cool, and it helps all the other products to absorb faster and attract water, because it does have all those benefits. But it's one of those things, this is sort of more soothing. The other one was sort of more, what's the word I'm looking for? Invigorating or stimulating. This one is to soothe. It also has jojoba butter. Jojoba butter is one of my favorite ingredients, or jojoba oils, because they're so incredibly moisturizing. They're the closest thing that we have to our natural sebum or oils that we produce, and so anything that's got jojoba in it is going to be awesome. It also has proteins. We have hydrolyzed vegetable, hydrolyzed soy, and wheat amino acids. All of those were found in the shampoo as well. Like I said, they're not in high concentrations, just enough to give your hair a little bit of a building block, but without giving you an overload of protein. Because the idea is to hydrate, not over protein load. This also has the camellia leaf oil extract. Like I said, that has a ton of benefits in it. It's got antioxidants, green tea, UV protection, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, anti-carcinogenic, and anti-aging. We talked about all that before. It has benzenophene for, again, UV protection in your hair care. I found that Pureology so far is the only brand, I believe, that I have found that has UV built into it. I believe that is because of the anti-fade that they claim, because they are for color treated hair. I think it's meant to help preventing fading, and so they've put the UV in it because obviously the sun can fade your hair. And it also has ascorbic acid, which has vitamin C in it, which is great for your overall hair health and absorption. Let's talk about the texture. So, like I said earlier, the texture of the conditioner is white, and it is thick enough that it's not going to run down my hand, but not overly thick. Think of it as like a lotion, not a cream. It is a very lotiony, sort of almost like thin texture, spreads very easily. You don't need a large amount. Depending on how dry your hair is depending on how much you use. If you have very fine hair, you could easily get away with a lot less. I tend to use probably about that much, give or take, 50-cent piece. For you guys in the US, probably just over a quarter size amount, and that does my whole head. I do use it fairly high up on my head and all the way down, just not directly on my scalp. And I find that does well. I normally leave it in my hair for 2 to 3 minutes in the shower. I believe it recommends 1 to 2 minutes. I normally do sort of 2 to 3 because I like to give it that extra minute to sort of really penetrate the hair. It does have, like I said, a very, very minty scent, to the point where you can smell it as soon as you take it out of the bottle. So it's not something that, like, once you apply it, you smell it. It's like you can smell it as soon as it's out of the bottle. Like I said, that does have that fragrance, so it could absolutely be irritating to your scalp if you have sensitive scalp. So I believe that is all I need to talk about for the Pureology shampoo and conditioner. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Like I said, I have been using this for close to 2 years now. I've just bought backup bottles. I've used a small one each. I've nearly used a 1 litre one that are living in my shower, and I have bought backups. I will leave them linked down below, the small ones and the 1 litre ones, if you are interested. I do highly recommend Pureology if you do not have a sensitive scalp, only because of that fragrance. But I have found this is amazing for my hair, coloured or natural. This is all natural hair, and I still find that it's not overly heavy, overly hydrating, or anything that's too much. I actually really like the minty scent, and I actually really like the tingling, but that is a personal preference. If you don't like something like that, maybe look at one of the strengthen lines. That review will be coming on my channel in the next couple weeks. I do have the Strengthen Blonde and the normal strengthening line to review for you guys. I used to use the blonde back when I was blonde. Overall, I really recommend these products. I think the price range is very sort of like, it's obviously a salon brand, but it's not the most expensive one out there. I will leave, like I said, I will leave them linked down below, and I'll actually leave the prices up on the screen here because they're not coming to me right this very second, but I believe they sit around the $39 range each. given that it's Christmas time, you can easily get them in gift packs and stuff like that, so keep an eye out for something like that. The only other product I have in my hair today is the Pureology Color Fanatic like leave-in conditioner spray. So that is really all I have in my hair otherwise. And like I said, you will have seen before and after footage at the very beginning of that with my hair just air dried. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any other shampoos and conditioners that you would like me to review. I have a whole bunch coming for you guys, so just stay tuned for that. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you want to see some of those reviews. But if you do have some you'd like me to review, don't forget to leave them down below. I will be doing mostly high-end products at this stage because that's what I have, but if you have any drugstore ones that you want me to test, let me know and I absolutely can. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!